Today we are going to talk about Grindr. Yep, you heard me say it, Grindr. And if you don't know what Grindr is basically a social media platform networking type situation on your smartphone where a gay man, bisexual, trans individual can use to either meet people, seek services, or simply just meet friends. And so today I just want to share some of the craziest situations that I've encountered on Grindr, having used it for several years now. So here we go. So this one time I was on Grindr just sorting through, I saw this service and it was like, it was basically, let's just put it this way, a manscaping service. And I was lured in by that. I was interested and I messaged the guy and I made arrangements to go to his house, and he lives in East Vancouver and he offers this service in his basement. And that should have been my first indication that something was weird. But you know what? Some people work from home. I get it. So I went there and I had the service rendered. Everything was good. I was happy. And I continued to go there maybe once every 2 months for about a year or two. And then there's this one time I went there. Mind you, don't forget that I had been there for 1 to 2 years on a regular basis.
I think you're kind of overdoing it with the manscaping.
So this guy never really made much of an effort to take care and clean up his basement. But this one time I was there, he really made sure to trim my basement and apparently give it a wash too.
Some customers come in just for the shampoo and massage.
Yeah, it was definitely awkward / very intense, and I can definitely disclose that I've never been back there since. This is a random word, you probably don't know what it is, maybe you do, catfish. I technically don't really even know where this all came from, but more or less what a catfish is when someone uses someone else's photos to lure someone in.
Damn. You don't speak? What y'all doing?
And so I'm gonna tell you a story that happened to me that's kind of like a one-off, because most of the time my internal instinct that judges whether or not someone is catfishing me is usually right, but there was this one time where I was wrong. And so if you're one of those people that is technically too good to be true, or you're closeted, or you're just not out and you want to be discreet, and you want to disclose / communicate to someone like me that you are real, here are a couple tips that you can do so that people like me don't block you. Number one is just send me a DM on Instagram. It's easy. I'm not asking you to follow me. All you have to do is send me a DM so that I know you're real. If you're that discreet and you don't feel comfortable doing that, well, for free on Grindr, there's this little FaceTime button, and all you have to do is click it, and live right then and there, you can, with your face and your camera, you can show me that you're real. I had this one time where this guy with a black profile just messaged me, and he sent me some photos, and this guy was like stunning. And I would have bet my life that this was a fake profile. I literally would have. Because he could have taken the photos off of Google or whatever. And he wouldn't send me a DM on Instagram, but he definitely did FaceTime me, and he was real. And I'm not going to disclose names, but let's just put it this way. I'm not going to say he's a movie star, but he's definitely a B or a C-list actor. And so that is a situation that kind of put me in my place, in the sense that I can't always just go with my gut instinct, because sometimes I just need to give people the benefit of the doubt. Okay, this is a good one. So then there's this one time I was in San Francisco with my friends for Pride. This was 3 years ago, and this is back when I was drinking a lot, I have you. And my friends and I, we were at the bar, and one of my friends, good friend of mine, he got very intoxicated, and he left the bar early. And let's just put it this way, we had a suite, and he didn't even make it from the hotel room door to the bed. My friend just passed out on the floor. It wasn't a good look for him, but let's just say it could happen to the best of us. Could. And so fast forward a few hours, I come home, and I go on Grindr seeking some sort of like meetup encounter type situation, and I invite a guy over, and I tried to wake up my friend and so he could go to the bedroom, but my friend didn't wake up, and he was okay, but he was just passed out, very intoxicated. And so I brought over the individual that I lured in Grindr, and I warned the guy beforehand, but let's just say this, the Grindr encounter didn't go very well. There just wasn't chemistry, and at the beginning, I politely asked him to leave, and he didn't leave. And let's just say that some voices were, the volume of our voices were increasing, and then my good friend, he woke up, because remember, he was like laying down on his face, and the guy, weirdly enough, tried to introduce himself and shake hands with my friend, and because there was some icy, slimy substance in his hand, when the handshake happened, the guy fell literally fell over onto his butt. It was very embarrassing / awkward and ridiculous, but probably one of the funniest / weird moments that I've ever had on Grindr. So there we have it. Full disclosure, I've met some of my closest friends on Grindr. I've had a relationship that was, in my opinion, quite successful that I met off Grindr, but there's also a lot of BS on there too. So whether it be seeking manscaping services, getting catfished, or finding your next love encounter, Grindr has it all. It's all dependent on what you're looking for. So there we have it, guys. Those are some of the most interesting moments that I've had on Grindr. Now I'm curious, can you tell me yours? Please write a comment below. If you like this video, please hit like. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.